This new bill may put about $1,000 into the pockets of Social Security beneficiaries, including but not limited to retirement, disability, SSDI, survivor, spousal, and Medicare beneficiaries. So I have the details of the legislation here in this video. I'll be sharing with you exactly what the plan is, where this $1,000 would be coming from, who would potentially be eligible for it, who introduced this piece of legislation, and exactly the objective behind it. Now, this is a plan that they've had around for quite a while now, and they floated this whole idea of basically giving beneficiaries about $1,000 as a concession to remove a portion of this legislation. However, in just a minute here, I'll be popping up some information on the screen so you can see exactly what the name of this legislation is and everything about it. And again, you can see that right on the screen here. Just give me a minute and we'll pop that up for you. However, Bernie Sanders was out a couple weeks ago on the floor in the Senate introducing this legislation, and what it would do is expand Medicare. Now, this is not a new concept. They've had this concept around for many years. In fact, they've been talking about Medicare for all, right? To have a single plan payer in the United States, like what they have in Canada and European countries, right? But rather in the United States, we have all of these private payers, right? We all have our own insurance, and honestly, it's a huge, huge mess. And the situation being is they want to expand Medicare and basically have a Medicare for all, just like many other countries do. They want to have that here in the United States. Now, realistically, this is going to take a very, very long time. It's going to be very expensive. It would cost trillions and trillions of dollars, and realistically, it could be decades, if ever they were to even do this. But during the meantime, they've said, well, why don't we just expand Medicare to include hearing, dental, and vision coverages, right? So that's kind of their concession, which is, well, until we can get Medicare for all in the United States, maybe we should just do Medicare expansion to include hearing, dental, and vision. Now, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, you've probably heard me talk about this. Again, this is not a new concept. However, they originally introduced this in this new piece of legislation not that long ago with Bernie Sanders from the floor of the Senate, and again, to expand this. And then I want to really focus on where that $1,000 is coming from, because they want to basically remove a portion of this legislation and basically give it back to the beneficiary in the form of roughly a $1,000 payment, one-time payment, not monthly, one-time payment, to basically remove a portion of this legislation that's being introduced, which, by the way, really fast here, if you need any help, any questions, anything like that with Medicare, please call the guys over at Chapter. Again, it is 100% free to do so. You see the phone number there on your screen. They're waiting to talk to you. It's 100% free, absolutely 100% for free. They will find you the best plan with the best coverages at the best price for your personal preferences, so you can see the doctors you want, go to the offices or the clinics that you want, the prescription needs that you have, or your personal preferences, whatever it is. They will do all that work for you 100% for free. And again, they're saving the average person $1,100 when they work with them, which is honestly real money savings. And that's absolutely incredible to get the right plan rather than just a plan. And again, they're doing it 100% for free. Give them a call. Phone number's there on your screen. And again, they just want to help you out just like I do here in this community. It's all free. Anyway, take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you got to do, and they're waiting to talk to you. All right, so let's pop up this screenshot right here, or actually up on the screen here, this piece of legislation. And this is what Bernie Sanders was introducing from the Senate floor just a couple weeks ago, okay? So the name of the legislation is Medicare Dental, Hearing, and Vision Expansion Act. Again, Medicare Dental, Hearing, and Vision Expansion Act. Now, the name of the legislation is pretty self-explanatory. They want to include dental, hearing, and vision to be covered by Medicare, okay? Now, that's kind of the situation, is because right now, obviously, these services may not be covered. Now, obviously, if somebody has a Medigap plan, a Medicare Advantage plan, they could get coverages for some of these in some instances, but a lot of times the coverages may not be all that great. And honestly, glasses, very expensive. Hearing aids, wildly expensive. In fact, my dad has hearing aids. Before he went on Medicare, he got hearing aids through his previous insurance, and they paid for like virtually all of it. But now that he's on Medicare, no, not a chance, right? So that's why he got them before he went on Medicare. But yeah, I know. I think he told me they were like $8,000 or something. It was crazy. I mean, obviously he didn't pay it. His insurance did, but wow, that's nuts. $8,000 for hearing aids? I mean, who has that kind of money laying around to get hearing aids? That's nuts. I would say most people probably don't. And again, dental, very, 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 very expensive. I think we all recognize that, right? Very expensive. Anyway, So they want to have these as general coverages within Medicare, okay? That'd be pretty nice. That'd be very, very helpful for a lot of people. Now, here is where this $1,000 potentially comes in. Now, I want to make it very clear. As of right now, no. This legislation, as in the Medicare Dental, Hearing, and Vision Expansion Act that I'm talking about here in this video, is not passed yet, okay? But I would also not be shocked one bit to see this passed at some point, because realistically, these are really good, very essential coverages that a lot of people really should have, right? I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever to see this implemented at some point. But here is the plan behind this and where this potential $1,000 comes from. And the reason I say potential $1,000 is because that's the different plans that have been floated. Now, remember, I said dental, hearing, and vision coverages is what they want to expand Medicare to cover, okay? But here's what they're talking about. And I'm not shocked about this either. They've talked about removing dental from this, okay? Yep, I've explained the details of this before in other videos, but they've talked about removing dental coverages from this legislation. Why? Because dental is so expensive. It's so massively expensive, right? Have you been to the dentist lately? I went at the end of, 2024? Yeah. In like December of 2024, I went. It was like the first time I'd gone in like 4 or something years. It was so expensive. That's why I don't go, because I don't have dental coverage. So I'm like, kind of good, right? I'll just brush my teeth a couple extra times a day or something like that, whatever the situation is. My point is, it's so expensive. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars for someone to sit there and scrape on your teeth for 30 minutes, and then for a doctor to look at your teeth for like 15 seconds and be like, yeah, you're good, right? Yeah, not really my idea of fun. But anyway, so they've talked about removing dental from this. And as a concession of removing dental from this legislation would be basically giving Medicare beneficiaries, because that's the people who would be affected by this, because if they don't expand Medicare to include hearing, dental, and vision, it'd be the Medicare beneficiaries, which, by the way, there's about 70 million people that are enrolled in Medicare. It's a lot, just a little under 70 million. Okay, it's nearly 12,000 a day are becoming eligible for Medicare. But the situation being is they've talked about, let's remove dental because it's so incredibly expensive. Let's just get dental out of there. And let's just expand Medicare to hearing and vision. And then dental, rather than just removing it totally, let's give Medicare beneficiaries either an $800 one-time prepaid card or $1,000 one-time prepaid card that is supposed to be used on dental, okay? Now, here's the thing. My big question would be is, how do they know that we would use it on dental, right? Would they only make it redeemable at a dental office or something like that? Or how would they know that we're not out buying groceries or whatever else? I guess you could kind of argue that a little bit and be like, well, buying food is also called dental because I'm using my dental to chew food, or something. You know what I mean? Like, how would they know that we're actually using it for dental services? But anyway, that's the plan that has been floated, which is in the event of this Medicare expansion, because dental is so expensive, remove it from the plan, and then basically just use the concession of, well, here's an $800 prepaid card or a $1,000 prepaid card to basically make up for the difference and say, well, here you go. Here's just this, little bit of money here. You can use this for dental. Now, if they were to do that every year, give individuals, Medicare beneficiaries, say $800 or $1,000 every single year in exchange for dental expansion, then I'd say that might be fair. Let's be real though. $1,000 at the dental office is not going to get you far. That doesn't even get you a crown, right? A crown is like way more than that, but at least it would help a little bit, right? So if they were to do that every year, I feel like the trade-off isn't great. It's certainly not an even trade, but it is something, and maybe we could settle for that concession. The problem is the plan that they've identified and that they've said is that it'd be a one-time, not annually, but a one-time, basically prepaid card or payment in the amount of either $800 or $1,000 in exchange for Medicare expansion of the dental coverages. Okay, so that's kind of where this whole thing comes from. Now, let's just continue to watch this and see what happens, just like so many other pieces of legislation that are out there. That's all we can really do at this point. There's so many moving parts right now. I think we all probably recognize that it is such a busy time. So many things are changing, especially with all the massive amount of announcements coming out of Social Security expansion there. We're seeing all the different things happening within Medicare and Medicaid with Doge. Seriously, right? It's all of these different things. Either way, all the new legislation and bills, Of course, I'll continue to keep you posted on this, but this is what I want to bring to your attention. Again, Bernie Sanders was just out on the Senate floor a couple weeks ago talking about this. I was going to bring you some clips of him speaking, but honestly, I listened to the whole thing. He didn't really say anything in that speech that was all that great. Honestly, it was nothing like too like, whoa, that's so riveting. Let's chop a clip out of that. I listened to it and I thought, honestly, there's not really anything here that's worth even grabbing. So I didn't bring that, but yes, you can find that speech if you'd like to. It's out there. Again, I've listened to it a couple times. It's just kind of same old. So anyway, I thought this was a little bit interesting here. Of course, I'll continue to keep you posted on this and any other details of anything popping up right now. Obviously, I'll bring it to your attention immediately. I really appreciate you watching this. Again, if you have any questions on Medicare, if you need Medicare help with Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplements, Medicare Initial Enrollment, Medicare Part D, Medigap Plans, anything like that, my guys over at Chapter are absolute experts on this. The phone number is on your screen, 100% for free. They will find you the best plan with the best coverages at the best price for your personal needs and your personal preferences, and they'll do all that for free. And again, they're saving a bunch of people a boatload of money. The average savings is $1,100, which is honestly, that's a lot of money to be saving. That's a lot of money to be saving. That's almost $100 a month is the average savings. That's great. That's really, really nice, right? Anyway, if you want to give them a call, by all means, give them a call. They're waiting on standby for you. And again, it's 100% for free. I just want to really reiterate that. Everything here on the channel is always free. It's always free here on the channel. That is my motto in life. My favorite word, free. Love it. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Please share this video. If you can think of just 1, 2, or 3 people that benefit from this information here or by getting that Medicare help, please share this video. There's a big share button down below. Just think of your friends, your family members, acquaintances, siblings, neighbors, anybody like that. Go ahead and share this. Thank you. Also, please subscribe to the channel as well. 100% free to do so. Big subscribe button right down below. Otherwise, check out the other 5,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. And right now, popping up on your screen, you'll see some videos there. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for allowing me to represent and advocate for you. Thank you for your continued trust in me, the videos, the content, everything I'm delivering to you every single day. And until next time, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later.